All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So we are doing another viewer request video, and I'm telling you, there is nothing that makes me happier than someone asking me to cover a stock. All right, selfishly, I'll be honest, I find some really cool tickers from it, and honestly, this is a really good chart. I'm really excited to cover this because you know me, red should turn into green. That's just how it works, and hopefully we do see that happening here. Okay, real quick before we go any further, what are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We have our 5 moving averages. This is the first time I'm covering this stock, so I will draw some horizontal support and resistance lines. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms. But hey, even if you don't, just thank you so much for your time, okay? And look, I am not perfect. I do not have a crystal ball telling me what tomorrow looks like, and these are just my opinions, all right? And if yours are better than mine, I'd love to hear them, all right? So don't hesitate to disagree, okay? We're simply educated people sharing our opinions, nothing more, right? So let's get into it. And again, I like this chart. I do. And honestly, I think I would have gotten today wrong if I made this video over the weekend. All right. I'm being real honest with you here. We break the 20 really nicely on Friday. We break it with a good MACD, a decent RSI, not that high in number, good volume. I really wish obviously it was over the 50 moving average, right? I say volume is key, but there was and you know, I probably would have drawn my line right here in all honesty. And all of that would have really made me believe today was going to go up. I mean, we actually open right here today, right? So I think today fooled a lot of people. And again, I'll be honest, I think it would have fooled me. And this is why I always say, like, sometimes it is better to have more indicators, right? Like, I move my money using the one. We're looking at chart readers right here, right? And yeah, we're a little limited, and I think I would have gotten this wrong. You know what I mean? Hindsight is 2020, and I think it's much easier to see that this is going to be our money line. Sorry, wrong one. This one's going to be our money line, right? Because basically it's the top of this guy, it's the bottom of this guy, and you can see it's pretty much where it wicks today, right? The high was 70. So I think getting over 70 cents is probably going to be the important thing here. I don't like that we lost 50% candle. We really needed to close, I mean, basically a couple cents, almost only 1 cent over 62. Like losing 50% bothers me, but hey, we're still over the 8 and the 20. But again, it's been a minute since we've been under this thing. Let me just kind of zoom out a little bit more. Again, it's been a good while since we've been under the 8 and the 20, right? So don't take that for granted. It's not going to be easy to break that. But man, again, look, if we stack this red, and we can make it to this plateau right here, another red to maybe even bring us up to 4. All right, listen, do not think about $4 dreams when we're sub 1, okay? But I love breaking plateaus and breaking lines of red. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing, okay? So couple lines to draw. What does that look like? No, I think that's a little too high. I think that's all right, actually. You get the top of that and that, top of that. Yeah, I'm cool with this line. Puts us something in between the 100 and the 200. I like that. And then, okay, one more. Where are you? Are you at the 200? Yeah, you are at the 200. So then I will do probably that. I think 250 sounds cool. What does this line look like? I'm all right with that. I think that's not bad for now. Okay, again, a lot of reason to see this want to go up, but it's not going to be easy cracking it. And really, I don't think I would touch this thing under 70 cents. I think we have to get over 70 cents. I think we have to get over 70 cents by a like what's the bottom of, sorry, I didn't want to move that. What's the bottom of this guy? This one opens at 71, maybe send an alert at 72. Let's get over that little line, and yeah, there's a lot of red right there. Where are we on the weekly? Oh man, we are way too close to all time. Okay, so look, Definitely under the 8 moving average, way too much. Again, the goal, I don't see this going over $1 if you want to know the truth. I think if this thing was going to make a move, it's probably going to go from 70 to $1. Hey, that's not a bad move at all, right? That's actually almost a 50% up, right? Give or take 35 cents is, right? So not a bad move, but realistically, it's going to be hard to get over 1. Because again, look, we've been under that 20 moving average for a pretty long time. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be hard to get over the 8. If we get over the 8, maybe that $1 range is probably going to be where we end up stopping. And then look, if we lose, I got to go to the daily. If we lose this right here, what are you? 55? Yeah, if we lose 55 cents, this is probably going to lose another 20%. Because again, I hate all-time lows. I call it a black hole vortex on any stock. Okay, so I'm gonna take back my $4 dreams again. You know, I would completely say that goes away if we cross 133. Yeah, that's when we'll start thinking 4, right? But I'm not sure if we'll cross 133 based on that $1 that we saw. And again, look, the 100 is pretty much at the $1, right? So I think $1 is probably the highest this bad boy will go. But again, it's not a bad trade, but I don't think I'd touch it under 71, 72 is what we said, right? IONQ is the other one for today. Oh, another, look, I'm telling you, I love these viewer request videos. I find stocks that I wouldn't know. This is one that I actually do have on my Webull like list, but I have so many on those. It's not like I was actually like paying attention to this one necessarily, but man, there's a lot to like. Okay, first off, you know, I hate moving average clusters, all right? Literally all 5 of our moving averages are just stone's throw away, and anything can happen. It looks like we're violently going up, and I mean, we'd for sure crack that. That's awesome to see too, right? Man, okay. As I'm talking, I'm looking and I'm thinking, and I'm gonna take a breath and kind of start over, not start over, but like regain my thoughts. Look, it's cool to see this thing pretty much riding the 8 really well since January. That is awesome. I like that it looks like these lines want to actually golden cross the 200 and keep going up. I think my problem right now is this high RSI. Okay, because yes, this for sure is a nice violent candle up that kind of says, I think we're going away from the moving average cluster. I don't know if the RSI is at a bad time saying, you know what, we might actually need to cool down and we might need to come back. Hopefully, the cool down comeback brings us no lower than 5, 6, 7. All right. If we lose 5, 6, 7, I believe we'll come back into the moving average cluster. But hopefully all we're actually doing is riding the 8. As the 8 comes up, this comes down, it hits the 8 and just goes back up. You know what I mean? Hopefully I said that well. But I could see us potentially coming back to 566, maybe a little higher around 575, around 50% candle of this. I am really surprised that, look, we go so big in volume, give us this big candle, then quickly lose 66% volume, but actually hold. That's I mean, I'm telling you, there's things that want me to be really bullish on, right? Go over the 200, get your money over all the moving averages. I really hate moving average clusters. I really do. And you know, it's anything can happen with these. So I mean, my caution is just more from personal experience than it really is anything here. And honestly, I would want more indicator. I'd want to look at the one, right? See a little bit more than the chart reader stack that we're using right now. But I'm telling you, I want to be happy, because let me just draw some lines real quick at least, right? Like I for sure would have drawn this line, and we definitely smash it, right? Oh my gosh, and then look at this over here. Jesus Christ. Okay. Whoo, man. All right, there's a lot happening. Where are we actually? Let me just see where we're at. Okay. Oh, did we break this guy? What was the top? What did you close at? 599. Yeah, dude, we did for sure. Did we break this? Let me draw this one right here. Where are you compared to us today? Okay, I think that might be our money line. You can argue that one or that one. I'm gonna do that. This is our money line, I think. I think breaking 663 is probably the juiciest place to get in because it'll get you through the noise right here and hopefully get you to where you're just climbing the candle and climbing that little peak right there. And again, look, I think in a little bit it is hindsight's 2020, right? I think it's a little bit of what wicked us right there, but yeah, I think that's going to be the money line. Man, this is a real interesting chart here. What happened is this, was this a SPAC? Maybe this was a SPAC. I obviously something happened at 10 bucks right here. Because yeah, obviously that's the next line to draw. Do not think about $10 when we're barely over 5. You know what I mean? But that's a sexy gap is all I'm going to say. And really the only other one I would draw there, and how strong is it? It's 2 little candles right there. Maybe the bottom. All right, I'll draw that one too right there. Let's just put a line there. I think I'll probably adjust this one at some point, but that's the way up right there. And again, there's a lot of good that looks up. I'm telling you, just the back of my head, somewhere in my heart is saying we really can fall back into the 5 so easily. You know what I mean? So hopefully we do not go any lower than this. Let me actually just raise this just a little bit more to get it closer to that, right? I think this is for sure the lowest. You have to be comfortable with this stock going before you fall here. And again, I hate moving average clusters. So I think I've repeated myself a bunch. Did I look at the weekly? I don't remember looking at the weekly. Man, this is a nice ass weekly right here. Look at that. You smashed the 50. We don't even break the 50. We smashed it last week. At this point, I'm okay kind of slow and steadying it, but again, the weekly RSI is a little high, and actually it looks like the weekly RSI is actually higher than it's been in a long time. We've been up here before, but again, that was probably just a SPAC break more than like a sustainable reason to believe that's our norm. I think this is kind of the norm. This is probably a good max, and we're actually above that, right? So I could see this cooling down just a little bit, maybe coming to, again, to this number. What's 50% candle of this? Oh, yeah. I could see 550 being another place that this comes, because that's basically the top of that and 50% of this. What does 550 look like right here? It's top of these two. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to draw more lines, but I think that's enough on the, but I'm telling you, I liked both charts. I think it's just a matter of timing on them, but hey, keep them coming. Thank you so much.